Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be cooking jollof rice. This today is I'm going to use one red bell pepper, two onions, one scotch bonnet, two tomatoes, one can of tomato paste, and I'm also going to use some tin tomatoes as well. I don't have that out yet. Spring onions, seasoning cubes. So I'm going to use one pack of Knorr chicken, and I'm also going to use one of my chicken cubes that I get from Aldi or Lidl, and some aromat seasoning here. Then also I'm going to use some garlic here, some sea salt, curry, and some cumin. And this is what the blended pepper is looking like. And I didn't use any clumps. I didn't have any at home. So I just blended one extra more tomatoes in that blend there. So let's start. So I'm just gonna slice some onions. So if you remember, it was two onions at first. So one is in here, blended. Then I'm gonna use this one to actually cook the jollof rice, like fry. So I'm gonna use half first at the initial stage, and then the other half I'm gonna use that to top it up when it's almost cooked. In goes some oil, showing you just my versatility of cooking. So I can cook healthy when I want to, and I can also cook when I not healthy, not so healthy when I don't want to. So this is one of those occasions. So I'm gonna add some onions going in. Not too much because I'm using stock, if you remember from the chicken. So my Knorr cubes, I'm smelling nice already. And then we're gonna go in with our, before I add the rest of the spices, we're gonna go in with our tomato paste. I'm not gonna use the whole thing. I'm just gonna use half, and I'll put the rest in the freezer. My Iyarisi stew is similar. We're gonna let this fry for a while before we add our blended pepper. Now I'm gonna add the rest of my spices. So I'm starting with cumin. This is a very, very rich jollof rice, so don't skimp on your seasoning. Garlic, curry, and of course aromats. So this is what aromat looks like for those who don't know what it looks like. And you can get this from Morrison's or Aldi or Sainsbury's. And in America, you can get it, I think, from Trader Joe's, Walmart, and all those good places. Kroger, Publix. And you can see the oil. I'm going to add a teeny bit more oil, not that much. I'm still going to add butter at the end. Like I said, this is not a healthy recipe. So let's see how much of this I need. Okay, I'm going to need a little bit more. Boiled rice there. Um, yeah, long grain. I'm using long grain today. You guys remember I told you that I made some chicken. So this is the stock from the chicken, and I stored it in a Ziploc bag and I put it in the freezer. So like I said, the chicken tasted so good. So can you see what I'm doing? Yay! Thank you. Flats. Yeah. Okay. Eat. Ready? Ooh, look at that. So I'm gonna mix this. So this is what you're looking for. So now you can add your rice now. So can you see how um the stock I've just blended in, and it's making it into like a stew kind of situation here. Yeah. Rice all added in. So very well. So at this point, I'm going to cover it with foil on low heat, and I'm going to let it cook. So I'm going to cover it like this. You want it that high. So you want it very low like that. Yeah? Very low. And then you're going to let it cook. Okay? And I'm going to give it about 15 minutes before I even touch it. Jollof rice. Ooh, let's make that noise. Ooh, okay. So you guys can see now that it's really drying up very well. But I think the rice is still hard. So I'm going to leave it to steam. Let me taste it for seasoning. Oh, it's very nice. Doesn't need any seasoning. Too soggy. You want your rice to separate. So it is almost there. So at this point, what you are gonna do is you are gonna just keep on stirring it, still on low heat. And then I'm also gonna add my butter now, and my spring onions and my other onions over there. A bit to it. I'm gonna add my onions and my spring one as well. This onions vary. Different types of onions. Then I'm gonna add my butter. So I have this leftover butter. I'm gonna finish this one. Then I might add some more. So we'll just leave that for now and let it cook as well. As you can see, I added the butter and that's melted all the way in. See how it's doing? It's doing very well. So can you hear that at the bottom? As if it's burning. No, don't you worry about that one. That's why you need to use a very good pot to cook your jollof rice. That will not give you stress. Jollof rice. Yeah, very nice. The chicken. So this is the chicken that I boiled yesterday, if you guys remember. Okay, guys. So let's see. Ooh, looking nice. So this is cooked now, guys. So I'm going to turn off the heat now so you can see. That's why it's very important to use a very good pot when you're cooking your jollof rice, because that will not give you stress. Okay, so this is ready. I'm going to turn off the heat and we're going to plate and we're going to taste it. Guys. That's really nice. I'm actually going to go for another spoon. That's so good, guys. So good. Delicious. So I hope you will try this recipe of mine and let me know in the comment section. If you do, you can add pictures as well. Thank you so much for watching this video of mine, and I will see you in my next one. Bye bye. Tootaloo.